All right. It is 6:55 and Utkarsh has given us time till 6:57. But if some of you are there, if you have any question, please raise. I'll be glad to respond. Any questions, please, on what we are discussing, or something that bothers you, something that you're curious about pertaining to this particular topic of advertising? All right. No questions. Am I connected? I think so. Banu, are you around? 454 Banu? Utkarsh, are you still around? Or you?
Yes, sir.
Achha, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Any question?
No, sir.
Would you like to wait for one more minute or shall we start?
You can start, sir.
We got carried away with potato chips and the person ran away actually.
You can
I think
start,
we
sir.
wasted a lot of time in potato chips actually. The categories people have are so interesting. So I think we have to start, Utkarsh, and
Sure,
I'm
sir.
sure Banu will join later, right? So what we are saying, if you recall, is that we are looking at advertising campaign planning for Narrowlight brand, and I want to take you through the entire journey of a very specific campaign, so that you have an idea as to how decisions are taken, how brands, plan campaign. So we looked at that strategy development research, help them develop strategy that they have to associate strongly with leadership attribute, and that essentially can be done through exploiting the industrial paint leadership. The other important thing was to create top of the mind awareness, because that was another area which they will like. Utkarsh, how do you really do you think that top of the mind awareness can be created without spending more money in media? I think we had some discussion on
So
that.
by having creative advertisements and catchy advertisements so that people remember what we present to them.
Correct. So like you're saying that you try to very overtly and catchy way try to associate category and the brand, because the whole idea of recall is that when you think of product category, what comes to your mind? So you might say that Narrowlight सबसे बढ़िया paint Narrowlight something. So when you think of paint, Narrowlight comes to your mind, something like that. That's one way of doing. Is there any other way of creating top of mind awareness that you are aware of?
Sir, advertising multiple times, so the frequency of advertisement should be
That is
high.
expensive. That's the media spend. Your share of spend should be very high, which Narrowlight cannot afford.
Okay. Uh,
So, because when you increase the frequency for every commercial time that you take on television or space that you take in print media, you have to pay for it. Am I right or wrong?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's the media spend, very expensive exercise.
So,
Unless you are large share, nobody will give you that much budget.
so even in the stores where paint stores and everywhere, Narrowlight could pay extra margin to the distributors and
We're
the
talking about advertising strategy. We are not talking
okay,
about.
okay. So I guess using celebrity would also be costly. Uh,
But not as costly as using it more frequently. So
yes. So
what you are right.
yes.
One way is that if I have, if Asian Paint advertises 15 times in a week, if I advertise only 5 times a week, if I have to grab the attention, there's so much of clutter in the media, right? So
Yes.
how do I grab people's attention? You focus on the source, and if your source is attractive enough, like celebrity, people would pay attention to your advertisement, even if it is appearing less frequently, Utkarsh, right? So I think
Yes,
you
sir.
got it. So one way to do it, apart from jingles, I'm not saying that you don't have jingles. You can have that. You can have slogan, which is like Thanda Matlab Coca-Cola, overtly associating brand with the product category, so people remember.
Mhm.
But the other way is to grab attention and make people look at your advertising, even if it is appearing less frequently, and that can be done using celebrity. So one important decision that they took, is that we will since we have to use top of the mind awareness, we would use celebrity, and Narrowlag has been using celebrity, in many of the campaigns. In fact, all of the campaigns. So they say that we will use celebrity, but importantly, celebrity should be such that it should bring the leadership association with along with himself or herself to the brand, right? So what actually you try to do, you require a celebrity who's perceived to be leader. So when the celebrity's meaning, what he is perceived as, when celebrity endorses the brand, that meaning actually gets transferred to the brand, right? So when you use celebrity, quite often you rely on this science which actually has established, and it is called meaning transfer model of a guy who kind of first advocated or established, called McCracken. So what is this meaning transfer model? What it said is that celebrities acquire meaning from the popular work that they do. So celebrities, either they're sports stars, so they are there in the news all the time. They are on television. They play sports and people go and watch them. So their behavior, their actions actually become widely known, and there is some kind of meaning get associated. Similarly, you have film stars, they do cinema, they musicians, rock stars, they sing. So they would have certain personality, certain meaning in the mind of the consumer. They are brands in themselves. So through their work, they acquire some meaning, right? So Lady Gaga would have certain kind of impression. You will have Shankar Mahadev will have some kind of, Amitabh Bachchan would have some meaning in their mind. Kohli would have. So people, celebrities, they think there's some meaning because their behavior in the public is known to large number of people.
Yes,
So the
sir.
popular culture gives meaning to the celebrity. The celebrity, when they endorse a brand, this meaning is, in some sense gets transferred to the brand. So the meaning attached with the celebrity brand actually is now transferred to the consumer brand, I mean the product brand, the brand that they are endorsing. And when the consumer, find that that meaning is something that they would like to have, right? They would buy that particular brand and possesses. The sheer possession of that particular brand will give them that meaning about themselves. So, there's something called self-expression. You want to be seen cool dude, you will, buy a brand which is having that cool dude meaning, right? So you want to be on the fast track, you will buy Move On, or, fast track watches or whatever that type. So what we are trying to say is that the meaning of the product actually gets eventually transferred to the consumer, which can come from celebrities. So they say that, since we want to focus on creating leadership association, we should have a celebrity, which is, of course, we will leverage industrial paint leadership. So now the question is that, which celebrity we should go for, right? And they shortlisted some celebrity, as you can see here. They found out that these were the popular celebrities at that point in time: Amitabh, Shah Rukh, Sachin. This is 2003, 2004 we were talking about. And they did a little bit of exercise to figure out who's perceived to be leader, who's supposed to be a celebrity which has got leadership aura, and they found that Amitabh fits the bill. They also relied on some secondary data research. Now, this is all creative development research, Utkarsh. So I think 2004 was general election, and I think 2003 everybody was started to speculate who will be the next prime minister. Outlook conducted an opinion poll, and 90% of the people, readers of the Outlook magazine, say that Amitabh Bachchan is best suitable for prime minister's position. So he was perceived as leader, and they said that, yeah, not a bad idea. Why don't we take Amitabh for our advertising campaign? But they also had to see that whether there is personality fit, because when you look at meaning transfer, you are looking at Amitabh as leader, is perceived to be leader, but what are the other attributes? Is there a match of the personality? And they found that there are studies which actually try to, identify the characteristics of Amitabh's personality. As you can see, you have qualitative study, narrow like brand personality, the similar way. They found out there's qualitative research agents in Bombay called Drishti. They did this for them. And then they try to find whether there is a fit between this. They found that there are some characteristics which are not matching, but a significantly large number, about 6 attributes, are common between these two, which are Indian, traditional, family oriented, sophisticated, confident, intelligent. So now you know how Amitabh can be portrayed, and how he can talk about leadership or something like that. So they did this image fit, and then they tried to also to examine that, whether that is relevant. So obviously they found that, okay, Amitabh also had this personality of angry young man, which is not relevant. What is relevant is something like this. And they try to study the popular culture, which are the films that Amitabh did in 2002. And they found out that, this were the three films that he did, what he was doing, what character he was playing, and what was the success rate of these films on the box office. They found that, all the three films had bombed actually, but the only film which did some reasonable business was Kante in those days, and in that Amitabh had played a character of tough leader. So it was, everything was falling in place, and they say that yes, I think we can use Amitabh as in the leadership role, because people also like his films with leadership role, seems to be working. That was not sufficient for them. They did more research to be, sure about their idea of using Amitabh, and using him in a particular way. So they say that, what are the successful campaigns that Amitabh has done, which brands is endorsing, and which campaigns have the highest recall. So they did this exercise. BPL, pretty old campaign. First campaign that Amitabh did on television was BPL, and where he was playing himself, and which had the highest recall even in 2004. So they did this exercise and then try to figure out that, what kind of roles he's doing in this advertising campaign, what is he doing, how is he portrayed, and which attribute of his personality are leveraged. So they found out that different attributes of Amitabh's personality are leveraged by different brands. So Parker campaign, where he is a star doing, giving autographs to so many people, fans, the larger than life. You had smart conversationalist, you had friend, philosopher, guide, family, pulse polio campaign. So they did analyze this, and then eventually they said that there are 5 broad personality traits of AB Amitabh that have been portrayed in various ads, and two most relevant thing that they can focus on would be, one option is traditional Indian patriarch, which fits into the personality of Narolak, and the other one is authoritative leader kind of portrayal. With this kind of research, they were more confident, and they came out with a campaign which you are going to see now. Just take a look at this television commercial that they created using celebrity Amitabh Bachchan, trying to implement the strategy of creating top of the mind awareness using celebrity and associate leadership from industrial paint segment to this particular brand. Take a look at it. जहाजों को, ब्रिजों को, कारखानों को, कारों को, घरों को, दीवारों को, सपनों को, उम्मीदों को, सबको किसी न किसी तरह छूता है नेरोलैक। ये रंग है जो हर एक की जिंदगी को छूता है, सिर्फ नेरोलैक। हम कह रहे हैं। So you saw the television commercial. This was adapted in print campaign like this, and as you could see, Amitabh is narrating the commentary as to how Nerolac touches everybody's life. ये रंग है जो हर किसी को छूता है. That's the line, and it actually in the print ad, the body copy actually described it. And Narolac adds color to your life in more ways than you can imagine, from ships to bridges to tiny nuts and bolts that hold them together, to even the cars driven over them. You will see it in your home, in your living room, your dining room, and even your kitchen. But look beyond the walls and doors, because that's the decorative paints territory where Nerolac is not strong. But look at your washing machine. Look at the refrigerator, Utkarsh, Panasonic. Look, and you will see that it has touched your hopes, your dreams, and your life. Nerolac, Sirf Nerolac. So they were trying to, say that, we are there on the bridges, we are there on the ships, we are there, on the cars, refrigerators, washing machine. We are there everywhere. We are touching your life. And metaphorically, if you look at, they are trying to demonstrate here, and that's what the packaging, the coding that we are seeing. They could have simply said that, we are number one, so many customers buy, this much amount of paints we are selling and all that. It would not appeal to the consumer. They wanted to appeal to the consumer and say that, we are touching your lives. Yeah. Even if you are not touching us. So Amitabh was personified in the campaign, actually, saying that, sort of reflecting Narolac itself as a person, and he was touching various people from different spheres of life, and then, you will have their hands getting colored, which essentially says that, even if they are from variety of different walks of life, their hands are getting colored because they are touched by Narolac. And even if you feel that you are not touching Narolac, right, your hands getting, so you have COVID namaste that is happening, but the hands still get colored of that lady, signifying that even you're not conscious about it, but it actually touches your life. Utkarsh, what do you have to say about this campaign?
Sir, they had done a good research upon the leadership, and they found out the synergy between the celebrity Amitabh Bachchan and their own brand personality, and they
Is
rightly
it good? I mean, what did you like? I mean, do you think it's a good idea? I mean, it's a good campaign finally. I mean, the strategy is one part, research is one part, but
yes,
at the
so
end of
yes,
it,
so, using that research, they had rightly portrayed that they are the leaders. So by saying that they, even if you don't know, we are there in your life. We Our product is there. So they rightly said that they are the leaders. They didn't directly say that we are the leaders, but they
right.
portrayed that, yeah, they are the leaders.
Because for customer, you don't have to show them that they are market leaders and this much market share percentage and all that. For them, they have to show that they are everywhere. That's what essentially the leader is, right?
Yes.
All about. And a very authoritative portrayal, Amitabh towards the end of the commercial saying, "Hum keh rahe hai," is like,
Yes.
so,
Yes.
so whatever research they had done, they were trying to execute that in this kind of message. I'm glad that you liked it. What did you like the most about this campaign?
Uh,
Any specific thing?
Sir, if I talk about the advertisement itself, the last part where the lady doesn't shake hand but does namaste, so that was one of
Curriculum.
the major point wherein if where they conveyed that even if you don't intentionally get in touch with us, we are there in your life.
And us. Now, see the other problem when you have when you use celebrity Utkarsh and all of you in your television commercial, quite often you might end up getting higher top of the mind awareness. But sometimes what may happen is that when you use celebrity, you have lots of other issues, problem, right? One problem that we know is that the celebrities themselves are very controversial. Sometimes they get into crisis and their image. Like Kohli, if he does not play against Australia and they lose, T20 series, hmm? I mean, people will, kind of throw chappals at Kohli, right?
But in
And
this advertisement, they've already seen that his one movie was where he portrayed as a leader was successful.
right, right. Hmm. No, no, but in general, I'm saying that celebrities, images are quite volatile, isn't it?
Yes.
Sometimes, like for example, what happened, Tiger Woods story,
Yes, sir.
Tiger Wood, golf player, right?
Yes, sir.
big star, and he used to endorse Nike and all the big brands, right? And
Yes,
then
sir.
he was caught into this whole business of wife beating or something like that. Look at
Yes.
big stars. So and then obviously he would lose the Nike contract. Look at what happened to Amir Khan, right?
Yes, sir.
You are aware of it.
Yes, sir.
He got into controversy. Like what?
Sir, his wife said something that about Pakistan, and
Right. He says, we'll go leave India and all that,
yes,
third rate country and all that. And
yes,
then what happened? Obviously, people started hating him. Suddenly, from big star, he started losing his influence. And then, the companies are very commercial. I mean, they would not want to have celebrities, who are hated, right? Otherwise, they'll start, hating their brands also.
yes,
So
sir.
Snapdeal says that we will cancel the contract. So celebrities have this issue. Sometimes brands get into controversy. Celebrities meaning also get tarnished, right? So
Yes,
like for example, Maggie got into controversy with lead crisis, right? About a year
yes,
before.
yes, sir.
And then Amitabh got into problem because Amitabh was endorser, right? Madhuri Dixit got into problem. Their credibility got impacted because Maggie got into problem. So basically, brands, when they're endorsed, I mean, largely it is the celebrities who are kind of getting into controversies most of the times, and then they kind of impact. So that's one thing that you have to keep in mind. That how do you really deal with such issues, and hence you have to go with reliable celebrities. Of course, you can't be sure about it, but you have to be mindful. The second issue with celebrities is that quite often they are overexposed, right? So you take Ranbir Kapoor in PepsiCo and do a swag campaign, right? And after a year, you will see him in Coca-Cola advertisement, right? So it will confuse people. You have celebrities like Dhoni and Shah Rukh doing 30 brands endorsement at a time, right?
Yes,
So you have overexposure, might lead to confusion as well. But one of the biggest problem that brands face, and they have to keep in mind when they develop creative execution, is that the celebrity should not overshadow brand. What does it mean? That sometimes celebrities are having so powerful image that brands like Narolac get overshadowed, right? So people would remember Narolac ad. Yes, have you seen the latest ad with Amitabh? Yes, of course I have seen. Asian Paint ka ad kar rahe ho. I mean, what will happen? You are blowing in, money to help Asian Paint. People would remember the ad, but not attribute to Narolac. And if that happens, it's a big disaster for the company. All the money would go down the drain. Am I right or wrong?
yes, sir.
So when you use celebrity, your creative strategy should be such. Other factors, you have to keep in mind and you have to work out. But when you're developing creative execution, you have to make sure that the brand is also remembered, not only celebrity. Because if celebrity hogs all the limelight in your commercial or an ad campaign, you would have problem. People would not even remember your brand, and the brand, you will not have better returns on your investment. So do you think that is happening in this campaign?
Uh, in this campaign, no, sir, I do not see any
Right.
resemblance to Asian Paints ad or something. So if they
No,
had,
I don't know resemblance, but do you think people would only remember Amitabh? Yeah, I think, I don't know which brand he was advertising.
no, they have especially mentioned Narolac and everything. So they might, if they hear what Amitabh is saying, they'll remember.
Acha. Okay. uh, I don't know whether we don't have time, but I'm not sure whether everybody would agree to that, because you see this, this ad itself, print ad, you only notice big Amitabh image, uh, you don't notice many. Possible, consumers might end up. Television commercial, is 30-second commercial. Narolac comes towards the end. Hum keh rahe, Narolac, paint tins come and logo come. Only for 3-4 seconds, right?
Yes, yes.
So people will remember Amitabh, but they may not remember Narolac. Don't you think that's possibility?
Sir,
Do
it
you
might
think
be
the brand
possible.
has done something to avoid this, overshadow? And that these are possibilities when you have big celebrities, people would only, they will grab the attention. They would like to see, oh, what is Amitabh doing? Why is his hand getting color? Acha, he's moving this. What is he saying, right? But then they will miss the brand, possibly.
But then, sir, as far as I remember from my childhood, this tune, this music that they used.
Exactly. So I think the cleverest thing that this campaign has done to avoid this overshadowing of Amitabh on Narulai, they have used the background score, which is very popular jingle, and glad that you remember, right? So this is a property of the brand, and this is what quite often called advertising heritage or campaign extension. You remember Mountain Dew, we were saying four dudes, cans flying, do the do slogan. These are all campaign properties which were built over 8 years of the campaign of Mountain Dew. So when you try to change extreme sports, if you change everything, you are not leveraging what you have developed as assets over the last few years, right? So,
Yes.
but Do the Dew is there in the next campaign, although Cheetah is there. So they finally used Cheetah, Showstopper, Monk Opera, and all three of them actually you had these four dudes and all this. So campaign properties, whether people can connect with the brand, right? So here to avoid this, and like you are saying, when you see the television commercial, even if you hardly notice Narrow-Leg brand, this jingle would play in your mind even after the ad is gone, right? And that is so powerful property of Narrow-Leg that will help you come. In print, of course, you have more time to look around, and obviously Narrow-Leg logo is significantly big here, would be conspicuous. So it's very important that the campaign brands, assets, and properties are used cleverly to connect brand with the consumer while the celebrity is used, and they have done that, right? I'll this music, since you remember this, let me show you one more ad where brand has built this asset and the music, and that is used much later, even after 30 years the brand is using, and people connect with that particular. I don't know whether you have heard this brand music, but this is one of the biggest asset the brand built. Another brand, I'm just showing you as an illustration since you mentioned music. Just take a look at this. Utkarsh, do you remember the music?
No, sir, I haven't seen this ad
Achha.
earlier.
Okay, this is the heritage of Titan brand. You have not seen the ad, but the music also you don't know. I mean, it's taken from Mozart Symphony, but this got associated with Titan brand in a big way because they use this in all their previous advertisement, for years. Of course, these days they don't use it, but this is brand's property, and this is a recent campaign actually for Titan Edge, where they are trying to show ceramic technology, and they have used this what you call Jal Tarang with ceramic ball to kind of connect the ceramic technology with this music. But what I'm trying to say is that brands property become very useful to be leveraged to help consumers connect with the brand, because over the years whatever money you spend in advertising, that end up creating some assets and properties for the brand which can be leveraged in future. And
Yes.
one way in which they can do that is to deal with issues of celebrity overshadowing, like what they have done. Now this whole idea of industrial paint business, do you think you like that, Utkarsh? What's your view, very quickly, because we have to talk about Gillette now.
Uh, yes, sir. I liked it, and because of their music, even now I remember the advertisement. Even if
Right.
if they
Mhm.
only play the music background song, I'll relate it to Narrow Lack, and since uh, And they were not the leaders, but they had to portray themselves as a leader, so they did it appropriately.
Now, this whole idea of industrial paints leadership, they are still struggling actually to connect with the consumer market. Take a look at in 2018, they've done a campaign to, kind of use this insight itself with their got in 2004 to develop a campaign. This is a recent campaign 2 years before. Take a look at it. I don't know whether you are able to see it now, but I think maybe I'll have to kind of change the application which I'm sharing, right? Take a look at this.
देखो स्वीट्स, तुम्हारे लिए नई गाड़ी।
रॉकी, ये तो वो कॉलेज वाली है ना?
हाँ, फिर भी देखो कैसे चमका के रखी है मैंने।
चमक रही है क्योंकि इस पे नेरोलैक का पेंट लगा है।
मेरी गाड़ी पे नेरोलैक?
मेरी गाड़ी पे नेरोलैक?
तेरी गाड़ी पे नेरोलैक?
चमका?
चमका।
तो अब घर भी चमका ले।
हाँ।
इंडिया की ज्यादातर गाड़ियों की चमक बरकरार रहती है नेरोलैक पेंट से।
चमका।
तो यही ड्यूरेबिलिटी और ब्यूटी आपके दीवारों पर क्यों नहीं?
चमक तो तुम भी रहे हो।
आप कब चमका रहे हैं अपना घर नेरोलैक से?
So what we are saying is that they are still trying to figure out that how they can exploit their industrial paint leadership. When it comes to car paints, it's Narolac that most of the cars are painted with, and it's important for them to build connect that strength of that company to fight Asian Paint. Even today, in decorative paints, Asian Paint is undisputed leader. And the biggest problem, so that campaign, we will see the results, Amitabh campaign 2004. It worked to some extent, but, the biggest problem was that it was perhaps trying to achieve too much in a very, very cryptic way. It was a very clever way of, connecting industrial leadership. But this is a very overt way of connecting, as you could see. You have a car, meri gaadi mein Narolac, meri gaadi mein Narolac. That was very clever, sort of a subtle way of, connecting, as Utkarsh put it. But the problem with that perhaps was, what they are trying to address in this campaign is that, it didn't click in the sense of chamka nahi, So here, I don't know, Utkarsh, whether you follow Hindi, but, here, the whole focus is on chamka.
Yes,
so chamka is kind of cleverly used here, that
so
you have that light.
They might have information on the previous ad that that did not connect with the industrial leadership, so that's why they did it like direct communication.
Abhi chamka, right?
Yes,
so that's the question. So what we are trying to say is that quite often the research gives you very good insight that leadership is important. You have to look at your own company's strength. Do you have something to address that? And if you are weak on that, you should put your money and try to do that. And how you do that is very, very important. Sometimes do it in a very, very interesting way, but it doesn't become comprehensible. वो चमकता नहीं है. And then you have to figure out, is there a way to do that? So between the two, which one do you like, Utkarsh?
Between the two, personally, the first one.
Okay, all right, okay. So we'll have to look at research whether in copy testing result what came for Narolac brand, and we also have to see whether what was the tracking research saying and how did the campaign work. But before we get into that, I think we should look at what happened with Gillette Dry Idea and whether their copy testing results of the new campaign that they did, are they really impressive or not? So Utkarsh, would you like to continue having dialogue with me on Gillette Dry Idea now, or should I try to reach out to Jigar?
So you can go on to Jigar.
Achha, you recommend that. Jigar Buddhadev.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Achha, so what is happening? You saw this Gillette story and then how they developed campaign. Were you there in the class earlier?
Yes, sir, I was there.
Okay, very good. You were there in the last class where we were discussing Gillette Dry Idea, last to last.
Yes, sir.
And I believe you have read Gillette Dry Idea B case
Yes, sir.
and have also seen the video. Now you tell me what's happening there, Gillette Dry Idea.
So basically, for the Gillette Dry Idea, BBDO was the agency that Dry Idea was associated to, and the market share of the roll-on brand, roll-on category, as well as the Gillette Dry Idea brand was coming down. Uh,
Right.
yeah, so the new brand manager Carol was worried about it, and she revamped all the efforts in Gillette to focus their efforts on this brand. So they gave BBDO an assignment, a creative for a creative advertising, and but now they were not happy with whatever the results they got for that ad. So after that, a decision was to be made, which we discussed in last to last class,
Right.
and uh, now
Absolutely right. Just
they
to
have.
sum up, I think the Gillette is struggling when it comes Dry Idea, and Carol Johnson is at the helm of the affair as in the leader of the brand management team on this brand called Dry Idea. They're struggling to get good creative. You've seen that in January 1983. You've seen that in October 1983 result. BBDO has consistently failed so far, right? And the Carol Johnson was trying to find answer as to how the hell should she get better creative for Dry Idea brand. And as Jigar pointed out, brand itself was struggling to maintain market share. It was falling from 4.8% to 4.2% last 3 years time. There were lots of issues. The roll on form is declining, increasing price differential, media spend. But do you believe, Jigar, that there was a problem with the campaign? Sure, there was, because the advertising copy test results were not good, which were done in isolation of all the other factors, and still there the creative was not kind of performing well for the brand. Now what happens, Jigar?
So now Carol decides that the one solution that came up was there would should be a bake off between the BBDO and another agency, which was Ames that she selected, and it
Hmm.
was approved by the marketing manager.
Right.
So that bake off was declared, and each of the agency were given 6 months to
Hmm.
make a creative, and that would be tested and evaluated. So
Fantastic. So the issue is that how do you really get better creative? Should you fire BBTO? Should you retain them? Or you get into competition. So they decided to get into this competitive situation where they wanted to double their chances of getting better creative, because it was an important brand for them, and it had shown the sparks of success, but it was declining, and they were struggling to get it. So they said, let's have two agencies working on the same brand. Whoever gets a better creative would retain the account, and remaining would be fired. Right. So that's the bake off exercise they did. At the end of it, what's the situation now? Again, take the role of Carol Johnson, and what do you have to decide now today, Jigar?
so decision was to be made, like who won the bake off assignment, like
Hmm.
who came out as a clear
What is the
favorite,
decision to be
and
made?
which so according to the recall results, if we could see,
Right.
the
So how the
Nerola.
decision is taken here for selecting the creative? You go by the advertising pre-test result or copy test results, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And copy test results are how are they done?
So they had
Copy
decided to.
test, how is it done?
Uh,
Message
so
evaluation result.
so I think they decided on two tests. One was
Hmm.
retail related recall, and other was uh, I think sales message recall, and which was, yeah.
And
So
also the last one, exhibit 5,
message recall and the uh, audience reward. Audience
audience
reward.
reward,
Yeah.
right? So one was the recall plus ASI, and the other one is audience reward measure, right? Fantastic. So what are the results saying? Do you have a decision, Jigar?
So actually, they
Which were the
wanted.
candidates, by the way, put on test?
There were three candidates. Two
Okay.
were from AME, that is get together, body at work, and I
Right.
think Never was from BBDO.
Fine.
And
What's your
yeah,
decision?
so if we just compare these three, Never comes out to be a clear-cut winner. But
Acha.
yeah, for the retail recall and even with the sales message recall. But
Hmm.
when Gillette actually wanted to compare it with Spokesman, as decided earlier, and
Right.
I think the results were little ambiguous when we compared with that.
Okay. So Gillette, is Carol happy with this? You are saying that Never scores better than other two, and is there a clear decision here? What is why Carol seems to be frustrated even today?
Yes, sir. So as I said, if we compared with Spokesman, the results were not as clear cut.
Very good.
Yeah.
No.
So that's why that led to frustration of Carol.
Right, right. So Spokesman had a recall of about 20, right? And none of these creatives could touch 20. In fact, our Carol Johnson was expecting, score of 30, 40, right? And that is where the frustration comes. But you still have reasonably good results where creative candidate called Never seems to be passing most of the test. Am I right or wrong, Jigar?
Yes, sir.
Do you think you would recommend Never, or you would continue with Spokesman because Spokesman still has higher score?
I would recommend Never because
Acha.
I think it was the need of the hour to change the campaign.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so that would have been a better proposition to go with a new campaign. And as they have
What was
already,
the need of the hour?
because sir, they had already, so before they wanted to change the campaign 6 months ago only, but that assignment failed. So now it's 6 months afterwards. So the
But
need
you
has.
change it for good, no? If the new campaign is not good, why should you change it?
Sir, but the need of change was decided because the spokesman was not performing correct. Like uh,
Hmm.
the
But
requirement
now
came as
this
a
will
spokesman.
perform even worse because the scores are lesser than Spokesman.
So, sir, that may or may not happen, right?
That is, you are right.
That may or may not
But
happen. So,
chances based on the scores are what? In favor of Never or Spokesman?
so sir, if we see on the numbers, it's a spokesman, but with Never, they also wanted to establish some way to introduce new categories, right? So
Very
if they
good.
go with this campaign, so they could introduce that. So I plan ahead were going well with Never.
Okay. You will go ahead with Never. Did you see Never commercial?
Yes, sir.
How did you like it? What did you like it like the most about it? Why do you think that ad seems to be working?
Because
It certainly has passed the recall scores. Am I right or wrong?
yes, sir.
Why do you think so far they were not able to create this superior creative? First of all, two issues are bothering me, Jigar. You can help me find answer, and I think it must be bothering to most of the people in the class as well. That one is that despite having better score of Spokesman, you are going for this. You are saying one is a strategic issue that in long term I think the Spokesman is not a good idea, right?
Yes, sir.
And the second issue is, the other point. Let me add to that is that when you compare spokesman score, is it really worth? Is it appropriate to compare spokesman scores with Never scores, recall scores? Jigar?
Uh, so I'm not sure. So I think spokesman was also shown to the experiment group at the same time, right? And they had already changed the.
No. That is where the problem is. If you look at exhibit 1, no, exhibit 4. Do you have the case?
Yes, sir. I'm just reading the methodology note.
Uh-huh. Okay, just a minute. Chirag Bora is starting the car or something like that. But anyway, let's continue our discussion. Sorry, what were you saying? Uh,
Yes, sir. I'm just
Spokesman, Exhibit 4, yes. When was it tested?
in 1982,
Yeah, and when is Never Never tested?
1984.
Are they comparable?
No, sir.
Why no?
Okay.
Same methodology.
The norms may would have been different, I believe.
Exactly, because there are different norms, of 1984 to 1980, 1984 compared to 1982. What are these norms basically? Why they are coming down? I mean, just, what's your view on that in the sense? See, what actually happens is that, you have industry benchmarks against which you try to compare a creative, because most of the ads, are generating that kind of recall, So this is a research agency which does across category. And what is happening is that as the years pass by, you have a lot of advertising clutter happening. Even within the category, you have several brands which are trying to say the similar thing. They are competing against each other. There's a lot of advertising happening, so everybody's recall is coming down because the competition heats up, right, Jigar? So you can't compare 1982 recall score now in 1984. You have to look at the new recall score. You have not even tested 19 spokesman this time. So you only have 1982 recall score data for spokesman. So that's not comparable. In irrespective of that, as you said, there is also the other issue that spokesman is too focused on the product attribute, which perhaps is not that important. Now, as the roll-on form is going down, you need a commercial, or you need advertising, you need brand association that perhaps is more than the no water or product attribute related thing, right? Jigar, if you look at what was the biggest problem that perhaps, just take a look at this commercial and then we'll come back to that issue. And I think that has to be that's the kind of climax of this particular case. So just let's look at this ad, what Gillette in fact considered as the winner of this bake off exercise. And you perhaps are right there, because they chose what perhaps you are trying to recommend.
On Monday, April 30th, 1984, Gillette announced the winner of the Dry Idea Advertising Bake Off.
There are three nevers in Hollywood. Never pick up the phone on the first ring. Never say, I'll be right over. And never, I don't care how much you want the part, never let them see you sweat.
That's what Dry Idea is all about. Less water, more protection, and it keeps you drier than the leading roll-on.
It's okay to be anxious, as long as you don't look anxious.
Dry Idea. Never let them see you sweat.
So, Jigar, what do you say? Why do you think, they never, perhaps could, beat the norms? Of course, there are audience reward measures where they are not beating everything, but by and large, they are the winner with respect to the other two commercial candidates that you had. Why do you think, they were not able to, get breakthrough advertising in 1983 January, 1983 September, right? And now they have got it to some extent.
So the first thing I see is I think the message is clear that it will keep you dry, and it has, I suppose it would be a problem with many of the people, so they could relate to the problem and they could relate to the message. That was the thing. Second was I think their association with Hollywood, like Hollywood is Hollywood is, being in Hollywood is only associated to success, and they are talking about success in Hollywood. So again, that adds up. Like, and I think only a satirical note is also added. Like you want to do it like the three biggest secrets, and one of it is to keep yourself. You should not sweat. and the Gillette is helping him. So I think
From the point of view of the brand's message, what is the benefit getting communicated? Is it, you are saying that it is more clear? I mean, what is so clear about it? They were also saying earlier, it goes on dry, it keeps you dry and all that.
so where it will help
Is
you.
there anything which creates the impact? Because when we talk at recall score, we are talking people remember, it stays in the mind, it creates impact. What is so impactful about it?
Just not telling it will keep you dry, they also show where it will help you. As an example, like even if you are anxious, and it won't, if you use it, it won't show that you are anxious. So they have shown a clear cut message that this will help you in this kind of situations where you are anxious and you sweat a lot, and you won't sweat if you use dry idea.
In fact, if you look at, I think that is a point that is to be noted and understood, that the brand has, see, if you look at the biggest problem, and I think all of you must pay attention to the Gillette story, the real problem in, the Gillette story for Dry Idea, why they were not able to get better creative was one, that they were not able to clearly decide what is the message that the brand should say. The strategy had the biggest problem. One problem, in fact, over the years, they had created themselves, the brand group. Maybe, because Carol Johnson is new to the brand, she came only in January 1983. John Levitan, previously also. The biggest problem in the strategy for Dry Idea was the strategic shifts that they were having. So they were not able to decide whether what is the primary benefit of Dry Idea. Because the biggest strongest association with the brand was what, Jigar? No water.
Yes.
Right. So over the years, one thing that they had very strongly associated with brand was no water, which was likely to be irrelevant in future as Sticks and Solid came and Roll-On tried to get into the new forms. Roll-On itself was getting declined. So there's no water USP that they thought. And obviously they were good at it. That was a unique selling proposition, but that was more attribute related. As the competition started increasing, they, brands, consumers ultimately want value. They want benefit and not just product. So what, if you have no water, how are you going to help me? And the brands struggled because they were, dwindling between it goes on dry, which is more of an aesthetic promise or aesthetic benefit, that, it goes on dry, which means you don't have this, chip-chipa feeling or, the stickiness, you can wear your clothes, faster, you get ready fast, you don't have to wait for it. And which was aesthetic benefit because it had low water. The other benefit was, efficacy, which means that it performed for it was supposed to be performing for, which was to, antiperspirant and deodorant capability, which was keeping you dry. So goes on dry was more aesthetic promise, keeping you dry was more of efficacy. And they shifted, if you look at the previous campaigns, which, the real problem in Gillette Dry Idea A was that, where was the problem? Problem was more at, fixing the strategy, whether it should be efficacy, whether it should be aesthetics. And they were trying to, have, aesthetic first, efficacy, then 50-50, 2/3, 1/3. And, the whole, although the, BBDO went into creative exploitation, did strategic positioning research, etc., etc. I think the brand group was prevailing them was very subtly, indirectly, to go for this balanced strategy position. If you look at the BBDO strategy, which is given in Exhibit 2 in this particular case, the copy strategy, is very clear. Two important, point to be noted. One is that they say that, we will focus on the, target audience, which is not just defined by the, female within the age group and also demographic variable. We'll focus on the psychographic. And psychographic image, segmentation, they followed VALS, values and lifestyle study segmentation scheme. And they say that we'll focus on achiever type, people who have that, aspirations or ambitions to achieve more. So that was one important thing. They had tried that last time, it was half-hearted. Second thing, if you look at the benefit they wanted to focus on was very efficacy focus. They will not focus on aesthetic because that's a That's not a very strong relevant benefit. It is also, partly it is strength of the brand, but it is more strength of the brand is also on efficacy. Why not focus on that? Is more relevant. Not just that, they say that rather than this, can we take this benefit to little more at higher level and convert this performance benefit into people benefit or emotional benefit. If you look at the earlier case talked about some research where they were trying to look at several brands on a continuum of performance versus emotion, and large number of brands which are having higher recall score were on the end of emotions, whereas this was fairly or more closer to performance. So there were no emotions, and it is important, Jigar, that as the competition becomes more and more, the attribute related differentiation becomes irrelevant. Either because of category shift in this particular case, and there is no significant benefit that becomes brand's own that the people would identify. So when you have competition, because when you talk about DOAP, Jigar, what I'm talking about is something like this. When you talk about DOAP, everybody will talk about efficacy, and that's where perhaps the brand worked initially when they talk about aesthetic also. But real benefit, efficacy, and everybody will talk about it. Antiperspirant is supposed to keep you dry, no sweat. But when you take that no sweat to even stronger benefit, which people of your type, that your target audience is like and they want, then perhaps you have a impact. So here in this particular, they say that what do achievers want and how do we connect brands antiperspirant ability with them? And that's where the real story comes into picture, that if there is no water, what is the benefit? The benefit is that there is no sweat. If there is no sweat, so what happens? So that you are actually not appearing to be anxious, you are more in control, and hence you achieve. So you are focused, you want to achieve, this brand actually connects with you. So you are taking the benefit from product to the people, and that is working in a competitive context. So the brand, as it started facing competition, shares started declining. Other factors were also there for the brand. But so far as the advertising is concerned, they could not connect with the people because the benefit was more performance oriented, and there also they were kind of doing strategic shift. So it's very important that what you choose as brand message strategy becomes very important. When it comes to advertising planning, there are two important elements. One is the strategy, what you want to say. Other is how you want to say. What you want to say is largely the responsibility of the brand group, and how you want to say is largely the responsibility of advertising agency. So in this particular case, Dry Idea Brand Group and BBDO, relationship, if you talk about, if the clarity on strategy is not there or the strategy is weak, then the blame largely lies with the brand group, and they can't sack. It may not be good for the brand to sack the agency. If the strategy is very clear, but the creative execution is not coming out well, then there could be a possibility. There are so many other factors in the agency-client relationship. The BBDO on this Dry Idea brand is not getting full commission, and of course, that perhaps might be preventing them to put the best people in competitive situation. They win the bake off because they're the best agency, but they become sort of complacent if they are not kept on the toes. But it's not a good idea to keep doing this bake off. They did it for Right Guard. Here also that happens. So BBDO has proven again that they are capable, but the brand need to be kind of make sure should be kind of ensuring that they are very clear so far the strategy is concerned, and giving appropriate brief and freedom for the agency to work for, and also make sure that the agency is motivated. Now, if you kind of keep pushing your own spokesman because it comes in numbers, and don't listen to the argument that the agencies, you will have impact on the work output, which is the creative. So here the story largely revolves around is that you have to focus on what is to be said, and the message has to move beyond the one is the clarity of the message. The second is it has to move beyond from product performance to the people emotions, and that's what this campaign perhaps attempted to do, along with the Hollywood idea that Jigar is talking about. which is conspicuous, but more importantly, the strategic clarity with which, Jigar, do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I think, that completes the Gillette story as well. There are many issues to discuss there. But maybe, we will see, how, we have, how much time we have, because we have a lot of other things to discuss and complete Nerolac story next time. So we will meet again on Friday. And I don't think you have a case submission then. So you can come with, open mind. With some ideas and questions which you generally don't come with. So enjoy your Wednesday and Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.